Hello there, Rums here with a quick 5-minute review of an impulse buy I had recently. So this is the Reate EXO-U. This is an aluminum utility knife, and it's a really cool design, similar to their EXO design, which is kind of a gravity knife design. And this is an aluminum body with some texturing here, so this diamond pattern here. They also come in speed holes in a bunch of different colors, ranging from light blue, your browns, purples, all your usual suspects, and more. And this is an aluminum body, so you're going to have a lot of color options for that as well. The nice thing about this one that really caught my eye is this red accent on the lock here. So this is a magnetic lock, and it is sturdy. It is useful. I really enjoyed that lock. Great action on this guy, so a little about it here, like, of course, aluminum body, stainless steel holder for the actual blade itself there. The spring's actually titanium, which is interesting. Yeah, overall length on this thing is just under 6 inches at 5.8. And then weight on this guy is 2.55 ounces, so less than 3 ounces there. Let's see how this measures up here. So for this blade here, we have, about the actual metal part of the blade. There's about 2¼ inches, but the exposed part that's actually gonna be doing the cutting here is only about 1¼ inch. So that's kind of one thing I ran into when I was actually testing this guy out, is sometimes it gets stuck because it's not gonna penetrate the box or whatever you're trying to cut too much. So I wish there was a little bit more exposure on the blade itself, but it does feel very sturdy while you're cutting. The jimping on here isn't super aggressive or anything like that. But on this aluminum body, it still feels really good. And especially when you have it locked in that position there, this thing does not really have any move on the handle. All that shake that you're hearing is just coming from the utility blade here. So even when it's closed and locked in position, very little movement, no movement on the handle. Just you hear that blade rattling on the inside. And you got a deep carry clip that comes with it. Very cool. So yeah, and just fun to fidget around with too. This would be a cool thing to take to work, or just have for processing boxes in your garage or whatever you got to do. I know we're all getting all those Amazon boxes, way too many. So I got these from eKnives. The cool thing was they were in stock while everyone else was sold out on this drop. I just saw it on Instagram. I thought that was really cool. I could use another utility knife. I feel like there's a lot of cool utility knives coming out too. And let's get some comparisons. So this is the Tyrant. So this is a cool flipper. And this one has really good flipping action, really good lockup. I feel like this is a really sturdy thing. The cool thing about the Tyrant here is you do get some more exposure of the cutting edge here. So I would say about another 1/4 inch or so, but that makes a big difference when you're actually cutting boxes and whatnot. I love this guy. This is something I've used for a long time. Very cool blade here. Just got a lot of use out of this guy. Really appreciate it. Another one that I've got, this is from Alliance Designs. I don't like this one as much. The lockup just doesn't feel very sturdy to me. Like it's very early lockup, and sometimes you really have to flick it out to get that to lock up. Sometimes it's not quite locked up properly. But the cool thing about this one, toolless design for switching out the blade, which is cool. I think you need a flathead screwdriver to get this one out on the EXO, but you got a ton more cutting edge available on this Alliance design here. This is the flip out from Alliance Design. But overall, this is kind of my favorite go-to knife, and this is a close second just because of the coolness factor of it. So if I can get it out there properly, and it feels substantial in your hand, feels sturdy in your hand. Let's get some quick measurements out the way here. Of course, these are made in China. They are made by Reate, so let's get a weight here. Like I said, the weight is listed as 2.55 ounces, but on my scale here, it's 2.7, 2.6. Yeah, about 2.7 there. So a little bit heavier than listed on this one. Size comparisons here. You got your bug out. So it's significantly smaller than your bug out, probably by 1¼ inch there. Just PM2, just so you can see how they size up. There we go. And kind of like my final thoughts is this on this is I kind of measure it one more time for the overall length here, just under 6 inches on the overall length. Like I said, is it the best cutter? You know, no. I feel like you need a little more penetration there on your boxes and whatnot to be a really good cutter, kind of like this Tyrant here, which I really enjoy. But the coolness factor is there, and it feels sturdy in the hand, feels like it's not going to slip. This might be a good option to just open packages and whatnot. Maybe not process a ton of boxes, but you don't get any extra blades like you do with these other companies here. So this comes with one blade, so be mindful of that. You're going to have to stock up on some utility blades there. This one went dull really fast. Of course, these blades usually do when you're cutting cardboard boxes and whatnot. So this one here, I'm going to give this one I think a 7.4 out of 10. Really like the design, really fun to play around with. The fun factor is there on this guy. You know, just not the best cutter there. I love the lockup on this thing. Love the clip on it as well. Nice deep carry. Yeah, not too much wrong with it other than, you know, what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to cut a little bit better. I feel like that penetration needs to be a little bit longer there. So, all right, thanks everyone. I appreciate it.